Dakota, one of the most underrated national parks. Welcome to the Badlands. We're on the Notch Trail, and one of the things that makes this trail so fun and famous are these ladders made of logs. Let's go. On up. Watch yourself here. We got a steep drop off on the left and a very thin path to walk on. That's the end of the line. That's why they call it the Notch Trail. Now we are going to make our way back to the trailhead. About a 1.5 mile round trip. The brochure says 2 hours. We took our time. Round trip, I'm saying maybe an hour, 15 minutes. Highly recommend it if you come to the Badlands. Man, it's so windy out here. Oh. Let's get this thing on the tent before everything blows away. Man, it's like a parachute. Woo! Oh, no. It almost took me with it.
This side is secure.
Way to bend down the hatches. Good thing I chose to stake down the tent. Maybe I'm in North Dakota right now if I did it.
Oh yeah.
What an amazing first night in the Badlands. Would you check out all those stones? Feeding the prairie dogs. And they're not very hungry. I might be eating these peanuts pretty soon.
They don't like us.
Get close to them. They don't want our food. A little after dinner snack for you, Kayla. Let's go check these guys out over here. They're the furthest away. Maybe they're the ones that are most neglected. Since you're our best taker, I'm going to be very generous with you. There's lunch. There's dinner. I'll tell you what, here's another one for your girlfriend. You can take her on a date. It's all on me, all expenses paid. There's dessert. You're gonna be eating well tonight. And a little late night snack, all right? All right, as we begin our day today, we are on the second trail. As you saw on the sign, it's called the Castle Trail. It's 10 miles, 5 miles there, 5 miles back. I think it's also important to say that we have a very overcast day today. It's about 10 o'clock right now. And today is also a unique day because at 11:45 there's a full solar eclipse. Where we are at in South Dakota, I'm told we will see about 75% of that. The name is somewhat misleading. I'm sure if you were a settler and you were heading out west and you had to get your family and your cattle and your wagons through land like this, you would indeed call it Badlands. But this place is absolutely beautiful. And it's nice because if you come here during the sunrise or midday or the sunset or even an overcast day like today, each time of the day has a unique This used to be my kind of hiking weather. About 60 degrees, low humidity, no direct sunlight, cool breeze. But as you can probably see in this video, the sun is peeking its way out. The clouds are dissipating, turning out to be a nice day. Solar eclipse is probably about an hour away, so that should be interesting. Kind of neat back here.
Yeah.
Only saw one other couple on this trail with us, this deep into the Badlands. Again, a very remote section where we're at right now. It's always nice to get off the beaten path a little bit and avoid the crowds and just enjoy the beauty of God's creation. And this area, just like really any other area, you definitely get to experience it. And we got a whole herd of bighorn sheep just ahead of us. I see at least 6. We're going to try to make our way up to them as close as we can and get you some video. The thing about hiking back here in the Badlands is that it is very easy to get lost. Quite often you can't even see the trail, and other times these formations, if you start going around in circles, they'll start looking the same. We are off the beaten path right now, and that probably is not recommended, but we left some good landmarks to find our way back to the trail. The nice thing about the trail though too is that it's marked with large stakes that you can see off in the distance. So you find one stake, you know you're heading in the right direction, and then pretty much right away you want to let your eyes gaze up to the horizon and find the next stake and then set your direction according to that marker that's in the ground. Definitely beautiful back here. What were you saying, Kayla, about the uniqueness of this place?
Oh, it's just unique. You're not going up mountains or down into valleys, just kind of to go around obstacles and finding your way through the, I guess, ravines. I don't know what it is. Pretty cool. Oh dear. So, Kayla, the oh dear means we have lost total sight of the trail. Now there's some power lines here, and that was my landmark that marked the close proximity to the trail. I think if we just keep going in this direction, we're going to run into it. We might have to go through some grass here. Keep your eyes open for rattlesnakes. Well, if this place wasn't otherworldly enough, you kind of feel like you're walking on a different planet when you hang out here. But we are right now at the peak of the eclipse, which is giving a very eerie look to this location. Kind of a grayish purple or so. Eclipse 2017.
do it. Great trail. Let's go get some lunch. This is, we haven't had lunch yet. It's about 3 o'clock though. Wrap, hot dog. I chose against the buffalo hot dogs. Look at that thing, wow!
With a heavy head.
Whenever you're in the Badlands, you have to stop by Wall Drug. You go there once in your life, that's probably enough. But Kayla's never been there. So Kayla, all set to see Wall Drug?
I don't know.
You know, have any idea what to expect?
Not really.
You know, I like to explain this place to you, but words just don't come to mind. This is what put Wall, South Dakota on the map. Free water. Cheers. Getting ready to head out from the Badlands. We spent about a day and a half here, had a great time. But before we leave, just want to show you around our campsite a little bit. We're at site number 30. As far as I can tell, this might be one of the best sites in this entire location. The campsite is called Cedar Pass. There are showers probably about 80 yards away from us, 50 cents for 4 minutes, so that's really nice. And there's also a little bathroom hidden down across the prairie that really nobody knows about. That's probably 50 yards from our tent. So we basically got a private bathroom as well. Great distance between campers here at our site. We had a beautiful view of the prairie. And I think that just about, oh, the last thing is right behind me right here. You can see our picnic table and a sun shelter. When the sun gets ready to set, so we're talking maybe 2 to 3 hours before sunset, out in the west, that heat is brutal, and this sun shelter really helps you out a lot. All right, last night we left you with some beautiful footage of the landscape just before the sunset, and today we will leave you with some beautiful footage of the landscape just after the sunrise. Well, Kayla, that'll do it for the Badlands. We had a great, roughly 2 days here. Still, it's always hard for me to say this because I love them all, but one of my favorite national parks. One of the most unique, one of the most diverse in terms of colors and shapes. Always sad to leave.
Anytime I pull out of a national park, it's a sad, sentimental feeling, Kayla, like I'm leaving a family member behind, you know? But Lord willing, we'll be back. Thanks for watching. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe to the channel. Give us a thumbs up, and may God bless you.